Alright, so we got some recent news coming up. Sorry, cut me off. So, Brady apologizes to Matthew. Now, here's what I heard. Matthew said, Brady started the whole thing. He called me something I'm not going to repeat. I always think it's very odd seeing a quarterback trash talk a defensive player. I don't know why. I just always thought that was odd. And this is not like a big... I think this was a bit of an overreaction. I mean, it was just a heat of the moment situation, you know. I want to know what he said, honestly. You know, this is very Phillip Rivers, and his teammates said, we've never heard him curse. Which is shocking, because he's known for, like, yelling and trash talking and all that. You know, But I want to know what he said. I mean, I don't know. What could he have possibly said that Matthew wouldn't want to repeat? Don't know. I'm not going to stay paranoid in the situation. I'm just going to focus on the whole Bucks are the champions right now. So, the Texans are focused on repairing relationships with Watson. They have no interest in trading him. And honestly, it's just going to get a lot uglier if you don't trade him. If you don't act on his trade request, it's going to get worse. They've done a disastrous job in the front office. Just trade him. It's going to get worse. They're probably going to end up trading him away anyway. Because he's eventually just going to want to sit out. He's going to be like, okay, I asked you guys to send me out because I feel like I'm under literal torture here. And you didn't do it. I'm just going to sit out now. That's what I would do if they don't trade me. I would give them a little more patience, you know. Okay, let's just wait maybe 9-10 games in the year. And then I'll ask them, why in God's name are you not trading me? I asked you, and you're just refusing. And honestly, if Watson stays there next year, as good as Washington is, they're gonna be through the first 9 or 10 games. Are gonna be like 3-6, 3-7 at best. They're literally playing the opposite game. They're doing everything that Watson would not want to happen. They traded in the last 10 months. They've done anything Watson does not want to happen. They traded DeAndre Hopkins, his favorite player. They told him you're going to be in the GM hiring. They didn't do it. And they just fired the equipment guy who apparently was close with Watson. They're tanking this right now. They're running Watson out of the franchise right now. So, I wanted to cover the awards. I'm going to tell you how I did on this prediction here. I love that Stefanski won Coach of the Year. Well-deserved. First-year Coach of the Year. That's very good. I think the Browns are going to be very good in the next couple of years. They're going to be phenomenal. He was amazing this year. I don't know why I picked McDermott. I mean, I know McDermott's a phenomenal coach, and he did very well this year, but now that I think of it, Stefanski was way more impressive than him. I mean, taking the Browns to the playoffs for the first time since I don't even know when. Chase Young got a very well-deserved Defensive Rookie of the Year, and his stats will tell the whole series, the whole story. If you watch the games, he was very disruptive. Herbert, well-deserved Offensive Rookie of the Year. He threw for 30 touchdowns, 4,000 yards, which hasn't been done by a rookie quarterback. So, great job for him. Alex Smith definitely deserved Comeback Player of the Year. He almost lost a leg. He's another guy whose stats are deceiving. His impact was very much there. 5-1 with him in the lineup. They may have been able to... They lost to the Bucks by one possession with Tyler Heineke. They could have won with Alex Smith. I do believe that TJ Watt deserved Defensive Player of the Year over Donald. Because he got Donald beat. Let's look at their stats here. Here. Hold on, I gotta pull these up here, because... So, Aaron Donald last year, he was very good. He was very good. I'm not denying that he was, not good. He had, 4 forced fumbles, 13.5 sacks, 45 tackles, 28 QB hits, and 14 tackles for loss. Normally that would be Defensive Player of the Year, but TJ Watt, he did something. 2 forced fumbles, okay, but 15 sacks, more than Donald. 53 tackles, more than Donald. 23 tackles for loss, more. 41 QB hits, more than Donald. He ended up beating almost every stat, but I understand Donald winning, because he does make everyone around him better. I see the logic, I understand it, but Watt deserved it in my eyes. Derrick Henry definitely got a well-deserved Defensive Player of the Year. He had 2,000 rushing yards and was the leading rusher for a second straight year. He's the best running back in football, no doubt. And finally, Rodgers got a well-deserved MVP by a landslide, I believe. He should have won MVP. So he really should have. I mean, he was so much better than Mahomes. In December, he broke franchise records. The Green Bay Packers are a very historic franchise. He broke franchise records in there. He came up big in December, and he had Mahomes beating almost every stat. So very well deserved there. Okay, we're winding down here. This podcast has been already 52 minutes. We're probably gonna get over an hour here, because I'm giving out Super Bowl grades for any key player. Alright, so let's honestly just kick that off right now. I'm not even gonna waste any time here. Here we go. Alright. Patrick Mahomes. My grade for Patrick Mahomes is a C+. No one would have done much better. No quarterback in the league would have done much better than he did, but he didn't score a touchdown. And he had a bad stat line, but he put all he had into it. He did all he could in that game. So I think he deserves a high C or a low B. I'll give him a C+. I think his stat line wasn't good enough to give him a B-. Tom Brady, this is an A. It's an easy A. He was very good. He was not the driving force behind it. But 3 touchdowns, 200 yards, 126 passer rating, no picks. But what is holding him back from having an A+ is he did technically throw a pick. But the defensive holding kind of ruined it. So he gets an A. Andy Reid, C-. I think I'm actually being kind of generous here. He called timeouts when he shouldn't have. He continued to throw it when it wasn't working, and he didn't adjust when he didn't adjust to situations, and he went for it when he shouldn't have. C-. I could even give him a D right now, honestly. But I think some of it came from the genius of Bowles. Bruce Arians, A-. He made great decisions. Obviously, Todd Bowles was sensational. I think I like that he put his ego aside and let Brady take some control. So he gets an A-. Todd Bowles, he gets an A+, but not an 100. He gets like a 98. Awesome job, great performance. He's not getting an 100 because the Chiefs were missing 2 O-linemen. You couldn't really. I think there was a lot of people that could have dominated the Chiefs O-line. I saw this. I was watching The Herd. Obviously, Nick Wright was on the show today, not Colin Cowherd, but He said Bowles should get another head coaching job. I disagree. Obviously, you can see, I see the logic of it. You know, he's a great defensive coordinator. But I think that's just what he is. I think there are certain people that are built for certain things. I think he's built for a defensive coordinator, not a head coach. I think he's a great coordinator, though. But we saw him coach the Jets. It didn't work out. It's fine. He's a defensive coordinator for the Super Bowl champions. Can't get much better than that. So finally, the Chiefs' offensive line. This is a D. I can even give it an F. I just don't want to give it an F. I don't like giving Fs. Terrible performance. Missing 2 linemen was tough. So I'm not gonna say they were terrible, but they deserve. I don't even know if I could give them any credit. I mean, the stat is deceiving. They should have had way more than 3 sacks. It's just Mahomes was able to escape a lot of them. So, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Actually, the reason I'm not giving it a F is because of the injuries on it. So, alright. So, something I wanted to just run by you. Since I started this podcast, my main thing has been football. There's going to be occasional football topics, but right now I'm going to go to the MLB again. Trevor Bauer to the Dodgers makes their pitching staff probably the best in the league. Just probably. And it scares me as a Yankees fan. I think we can still beat the Dodgers, but I don't know. I'd have Dodgers in 7 or 6 against the Yankees. As a Yankees fan, it's annoying. I mean, I'm glad we're. How do we beat that? We're talking about a pitching staff that was one of the best last year. Now has the Cy Young winner. I don't know what to do here. We can beat them. I know we can. I know we can. We can beat anyone when fully healthy. We just gotta stay healthy. That's what the Yankees gotta do. But Bauer to the Dodgers. I am happy for the Dodgers. I think they're gonna do a great job next year. I think they're gonna win the World Series again. In 7 against the Yankees. The Yankees are gonna make it. We're gonna return. I know it. We're gonna be there again. I'm going to be able to witness a Yankees World Series in my life. Ironically, the only team I've seen win a championship is the Cavs. I know I'm going to see a Packers Super Bowl and a Yankees World Series, though. I'm 100% confident in that. So, as I mentioned, the NFL is out. MLB is in. MLB and basketball are in. But football is out. So, you're going to be seeing new material from me. This is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan. Super Bowl talk today. Good stuff. Have a great day.